Hey girl, hey, and welcome back to my channel, my little glam dolls. So today we are filming a look with the City Mini Palette that I featured on my last video. I got it from influencer.com thanks to Maybelline, and it is the City Mini Palette in Urban Jungle. So it's a bunch of beautiful golds and greens, which you can see right here, and swatches. So here are the swatches of the palette as shown on the previous video. They are absolutely beautiful, a bunch of beautiful golds and greens. So yeah, that is, excuse me, I'm a little shaky today. I'm actually trying to use my little selfie stick to film because I'm hiding away in my room right now. My hubby and kids and everyone are home today, so it is loud and poppin' up in my house today. So we are hiding in here. Hopefully they leave me alone. So I can get some filming done, and luckily today I got a little bit of daylight to film, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. Stay tuned to see how this palette turned out. Alright, glam dolls, see you in a bit. So hey there, sexy. So in this tutorial, I already did my face. I used the Maybelline Baby Face primer and just patted it in, and then next I took the matte and poreless foundation, the Fit Me foundation in 112, which was way too damn white, and then under my eyes I used the Age Rewind concealer, which Lord knows I need to rewind these wrinkles and go back in time. And for my lids, I used the Fit Me concealer by Maybelline as my eyeshadow primer. And we're just going to pat that on there. Just a pat, 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 pat. And I tried to use all Maybelline products today with the exception of the bronzer and the mascara. Those are the only two things from Maybelline I don't have. Other than that, this is pretty much a Maybelline tutorial. So there we go. And next we are going to bake a cake, aka bake our face. So I just took a buttload of powder and caked that crap underneath my eyes, and also used it to set the primer because this palette didn't have any matte shades to set with or transition shades, which was a complete bummer, but we'll go ahead and use the Fit Me loose powder, which I do love. So next up, for the main event that you've all been waiting for, the City Mini Palette in Urban Jungle. Look at all those beautiful colors. We are going to take the Butter Bronzer by Physicians formula and use it as our transition color because, like I said, this palette doesn't have one. So gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Just rub that on in to the crease, and oh my god, this stuff smells so good. It smells like coconut. It smells like a pina colada. It is delish. So because my brushes are dirty, there's this really great product by Whispers I got at Walmart, and you just take your brush, rub it on there, and it cleans it. So we're going to take this color in the lower corner and kind of use that to create our crease. I fake my crease because I have hooded eyes, and just go a little bit above my natural crease, and we're going to take a blending brush and start with the outer corners of your eyes because that's where you want the most pigment from the shadows. So you start there, and then whatever's left over on the brush, you just drag into the crease. So we're just going to keep blending and doing the same on the other eye. Pop it in the lower corner and drag it in, and just keep blending and adding until you achieve the color that you want. I always start with less because less is more. Remember, you can always add more color. It's very hard to take it away. So just do less is more. And next up, we are going to take this matte green color, and we are going to start defining the crease. and popping that in the lower corner again. I decided that brush sucked, so I went and grabbed another brush, which is this angled brush from e.l.f. It is a cheap little brush, but I love this more than my expensive brushes. So I know certain brushes are meant for blending, but you know what? Use whatever the hell works for you, because this cheap little $1 brush has been my ride or die favorite, and it helps me create my little fakey crease. It is fluffy enough to blend, but skinny enough to get into the crease and create the look that I want, and also to define the edges of my eyeshadow and create kind of that wing that I want. So we're going to go ahead and do that on the other side as well, and just keep blending that until your fingers bleed, and keep adding more and blending out and adding more and blending out. And next up, we are going to go back with our blending brush and we're not adding any other pigment to it. We are just taking what's ever on there and blending till our fingers bleed. I'm telling you, like I said in my first video, I will blend all dang day. And then we're going to take that beautiful gold color and just pop that on the rest of our eyelid. And when I first swatched this color, I was so disappointed. It looks so sheer. So never judge a book by its cover, because this sucked when I swatched it, to be honest. And it is bomb AF. Look at that pigment on my eyelid. It is so amazing. So I totally changed my mind about this palette. I like it. I do. And now we're going to take that light goldy green. I don't even know how to describe that. And we're going to put that on the inside of the V, and we are going to use that as kind of a transition ombre effect into the gold. I like everything to just be very seamless and kind of all blend into each other and create that really gradient effect that is just absolutely gorgeous. And these colors all go so well together to create that look. With just one palette, you can actually do a lot with this palette. I was really surprised. Look at me just getting my gig on over there. So next I'm going to take this dark green. It actually looks black, but it's a dark green with like a gold glittery overlay, and just popping that in the outside V just to darken it up and give me some definition and create the illusion that I have big eyes when I sure as heck don't. So gonna pop that in there and just keep blending and working it in. I guess I just kept building up. I guess it wasn't dark enough for me. So I just kept going, and Lord knows how I feel about fallout. Oh my God. Luckily there wasn't much from this palette, but that dark color did have a little bit. So I can't just let that sit there. You know, it'll drive me nuts. So then I took that little e.l.f. brush and just kind of blended it all together and made it all cohesive. And next I took this brush that came in my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette and used the one of the ends, and we are going to highlight with that white color. That part of the brush is actually small enough to get right in there and pack on color, and that white also ended up being nice and surprising as well. So we're going to go and take the gold and do our lower lash line. We're going to pop that under there. And next up, we're going to take that matte green on an basic angled brush I got at Ulta, and we are going to use that to line our bottom lash line. And we're only going to go about halfway in, and we're going to drag that up to meet the top of the V, so it all blends together. And that, just doing that alone right there, will also give the illusion that you have bigger eyes as well. So to set our face now, we are going to go in with the Dream Wonder compact and just set our face. This stuff is an oldie but goodie. It used to be like my ride or die compact back when I just loved a matte look. It is like velvet on your face. So I just took a little bit of that and set that down with a Real Techniques brush. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Lord help me. So next we have our butter bronzer, which smells delicious. And I seriously can't help but smell it every single time I open it. I don't know if anyone else does that, but it smells so yummy. And we're just going to use that to bronze up the face because this foundation was so white on me, if you can't tell by the rest of my neck and my body. That foundation I haven't used in a long time, and I think I bought it in winter, to be honest, because I get pasty white. So I'm just trying to darken up my face as much as I can. So then I took the Fit Me blush in Coral, which in my first video I hated it. But now that my face is so white, it actually is showing up this time. I don't know if it's that or the brush that I'm using is different, but it looks beautiful. So I changed my mind. So now my favorite thing in the whole world, highlighter. And this is the Master Chrome Molten Gold. I mentioned this on my first video also. I love this formula. This is the greatest formula from a drugstore. Like, I die. It is so beautiful. Look how pigmented that is. And I barely put any on my brush at all. It is so flippin' gorgeous. So if you want to glow to the gods, I suggest you go pick that up. So next up, I only have Maybelline gel liners. So I'm using gel liner in black. It is the Maybelline Eye Studio, and I'm tight lining my upper lid and lower lid, or upper lash line and lower lash line. And this gel that I have, because I normally use liquid liners and then a pencil liner. So this gel I've had a while and it's now drying out and was a little bit hard to work with, especially when I started doing my upper lid and was trying to do a wing with it. So here's where I was trying to do my wing and it just was so frustrating and wasn't working with me, and I ended up taking it too thick. I was so frustrated with it. Normally this gel does work really great though when it's a fresh new one. It's just because I've had it for a while now and it's just been sitting there because I used to be a gel liner queen, but I don't know. I just like liquid better now. Change the game. Yeah, you can see my disappointment there. And it just kept getting thicker and thicker and thicker. And so then I had to go back on the other side and make that one thicker. You know how it is. Mess up once and then you have to make the other side thicker until it's all the way up to your eyebrows. Well, it works. And next up, we are taking L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise and just darkening up my lashes so that I can prepare them to put my falsies on. I wear falsies every day of my life because, as you can tell, I have no lashes. So next up, we're going to take Kiss Lashes in number 11, my Ride or Die lashes, and we're just blowing the glue to get it a little bit more tacky. I'm using Duo Glue in dark and just popping those suckers right on my eyelid. You know, I've been wearing lashes so long that I can probably put these on in my sleep, or at least with my eyes closed. I've unfortunately had to do this while driving too and not even looking. And I just push them up to, you know, give me a more dolly-like look and make them look more voluminous and blend them into my lashes. So next we're going to do the same exact thing on the other side. You know, of course we are, unless I want to walk around with one side of lashes. And you got to let it dry. And this time I guess I didn't let it dry long enough though, because I was having a little bit of a hard time because it was just not drying down. But oh well, they will dry eventually. Oh my God, come on now. Come on, girl, you got it. So now I'm just taking off the foundation that was on my lips, and I'm putting Maybelline's baby lips on, and my lips are really dry. When you get lip injections done, I notice my lips have just consistently been dry no matter what. And then I'm taking Maybelline Lipstick in Cinnamon. This is one of my favorite colors. Maybelline has some amazing lipsticks. I have so many of them because they're the only ones from the drugstore that I really love. So that is the completed look, except one last thing. Maybelline Master Fix, gotta douse myself in it and set everything. This one is a really good drugstore setting spray. I highly recommend it. So this is our final look. I hope you all love it. My final review on this palette is it is 2 thumbs up. It ended up being absolutely amazing. The swatches were a complete lie. It ended up blending wonderfully, so I recommend you go pick it up and spend your little $9.99 because I know I will be. All right, guys, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Make sure you please like my video, subscribe, and ring my bell. Ooh, girl, don't sing. All right, guys, see you later. Bye-bye.